So my first video of the new year, and I just want to do a quick little recipe video because I've gotten a lot of questions every time I post a picture of my food and what I'm eating and my meals. And so I just wanted to do a quick video and show you how I make my meals without a recipe. So I'm really big on intuitive eating. If you've been following me for a while, I never use recipes ever. I look at recipes and get inspiration, but I don't use them. Just amazing meals every single day because you should eat good food every day. Not just good food for you, but food that is delicious and that has a lot of nutrients and that just is really satisfying, because if you're eating food that's not satisfying, even if it's healthy and good for you, then chances are you're probably just going to overeat, and overeating is just bad in general. It's just really horrible on your digestive system, and it's just, horrible on your mental health, and it just gets you in a really bad ride. So I have everything prepared, and I'm gonna switch the camera and show you my setup here and how this is so easy and how you can do this in like 5 minutes or less. Okay, so as you can see, I have pre-prepped all my food here. So right here I have some just shredded zucchini, and if you have a spiralizer you can do that, but I just want something really quick and easy today. So I have shredded zucchini, shredded carrot, cubed mango, and some I have a blood orange. I'm gonna put this in my dressing, and I'll show you the recipe for the dressing. So the blood orange is gonna go into my dressing, and I hate to waste anything, so as you can see here, I have taken a little tool that gets off the zest, a zester, and I have zested that blood orange into my mango. So I'm gonna use the zest as well because it has great action on the lung. I have my fat here, my avocado, some cilantro here. It's kind of like a summery, this is kind of a summery salad, but I'm just feeling something raw and light today. I have some red bell pepper, and then I have some chopped ginger that's gonna go in the dressing. I always use a bed of lettuce for most all my meals. I don't like to use rice or even like quinoa. I try to really minimize that, and for anything that I have, stews, cooked food, I always do a bed of some sort of green. So I just took romaine lettuce and chiffonated it. So I'm going to show you how I do my dressing. So this is the recipe, guys. I never measure anything. I just kind of eyeball everything, and it's just from growing up always in the kitchen and working in the restaurant industry from a really young age. I've just learned to eyeball everything, but you can too. You just, it's trial and error. As many of my family members know and will tell you, I have lots of errors, but I also have really, really great winners. So the first thing I'm going to put in, actually before that, is this is hemp oil, and you can get this from Nutiva.com, and I bet it's about 1/4 of a cup. I'm just going to pour it in my blender, pour all in. So I'm going to do the same amount of miso to oil, so that's probably about 1/4 cup there, maybe a little more. And the kind of miso I'm using today is a really great brand. I don't know if you can find this all across the country, but it's called South River, and it's millet miso. Next up is honey, and this honey is one that was gifted to me by a dear friend, and I love it. And I'm using, I'll show you kind of, not the full spoon, but probably like a good heaping teaspoon to small tablespoon. So now I have some apple cider vinegar, and this is Bragg's, and it's pretty much the standard for apple cider vinegar across the country. And I'm just going to use maybe 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons here. Next, I'm using some coconut aminos, and this is in place of salt. I really like the sweet, smoky flavor of this, and I'm just going to use like a heaping tablespoon. Alright, so now comes the good part. This is another sweet and slightly acid aspect of our dressing, and it's also going to be adding liquid. So instead of using water, I hate using water in dressings unless I have to if I need to thin it out, because I feel like it just takes away from the flavor. I like my dressings really strong, and that way you don't have to use a whole lot of it. So I have my beautiful blood orange, as you can see. This is, as you can see, raw ginger root, and I chopped it up a little bit. Okay, so my measurements were spot on because, can you see that color? It's beautiful, and the taste test. It's just me eating this so I can use my finger. Perfect. So this is the perfect blend of the salty, the sweet, our creaminess from our hemp oil, and the acidity from our apple cider vinegar, and of course our aminos. And you don't ever have to have a recipe as long as you know kind of the properties of each food item that you're using, and you have one from each category. You just kind of balance it out. You can make any amazing recipe taste good. I have my salad here. This is my bed of salad. So I'm just going to take my zucchini, place my zucchini on top, and I can mix it with the carrot a little bit. I don't care if it's mixed. It's all going to go in my belly anyway. So just mound that on. And I'm going to take my red bell pepper next, throw that on top. So when you're creating meals, it's always nice to think about creating a rainbow, and in that respect you will get a whole array of nutrients and different types of nutrients that all have different purposes in the body, so that is always helpful guidelines. I hope that those instructions were easy and you can follow this at home and you can make this meal for yourself. And the whole reason behind this video is just to show you guys it's really easy to make great food very quickly and efficiently and just with stuff around your house. You can really go wild with different spices, but today I'm just feeling like some ginger, hemp, blood orange dressing and something really light and delicious. So